Hey, we're back. We've had a break from this morning. It's evening time, and things have kind of settled down. So, in this diagram here, sometimes we have to wrap our head around things that are new. And even with the tuning warp, with the P4 tuning, now I know that's C tuned now. I tuned it back down because I'm not getting a good action on it. I like that baritone guitar, but I left the grid. Obviously, I couldn't just move the grid. If this was a computer display, I could just program it here. Okay, make my display C now. Then we'd have C on the bottom here, C, D, E, F. But it's still the normal grid of the guitar, which is E, F, G, A, B, C there, just like the other guitar. Only the grid is down further, so the C isn't up here. On my other guitar, the C would be way up here because it's a C guitar and it's labeled a C guitar. This is a C guitar and it's labeled an E guitar. So if I play the A note here, the A colored note, if it would say A on it, play that note, it's going to come out 2 whole steps down, which is an F. Okay, so we can still learn. And since I have no choice and I lost my capo, but that has nothing to do with it. I want to use this guitar. The other one's getting kind of old and I have to work on it. So we're in luck. We have a guitar that has the dots on it. It's just that you have to understand. And I don't want to fool anybody by down tuning my piano, right? So if I down tune my piano or whatever, adjust the tuning, then you won't even know. And if I play this F here, this A here, it really comes out an F, and I play it as an A on the guitar, on the piano, I'm going to be explaining that for the rest of the lesson. So, to make a long story short, let's look at these long patterns. And I have, strictly an invention, I have a way of doing this so we don't even have to worry about the long patterns. But in guitar, we want to have an open mind. We want to be able to, okay, it's time for more chores, but really it's been about 5 hours I've been waiting on this 15-minute chore. So we're going to go ahead with the lesson. We want to have an open mind on guitar, so if there's something that's bothering you, make sure you put as much time into it as you want to make it work for you. So with the G, what we're doing here with this stack is patterns that use all open strings. And by the way, I just want to tell you something. These fret numbers, that you don't see any of these fret numbers here. These are note numbers, but when you see a fret number diagram such as a tab, the fret the note that's behind the fret nut is the 0 fret. So just remember, open 0, like O and 0. They're the same. People mix them up all the time. Open 0. So the open fret is the 0 fret. Okay, so the first fret, normal tuning would be F, would be the first fret. Okay, that's something to remember. So what we're looking at here is we want to use all of the open strings. See, you're going to use it anyway, so these guys go away. I just put doubles here for the fun of it, but we really don't need that. So with the C, it'd be like that C 3, 4, 5 on the bottom. Now I don't have to explain to you people that was really an A flat diatonic, right? Which would have been Okay, so it's kind of fun to, work with things. You don't want to be transposing all the time, but if you have to transpose because you have a situation, like your friend wants to play in one key, you want to play in another, and you're going to do it for the whole song, go ahead and get used to situations. This is one of them, and I apologize, but there's nothing I can do about it right now. I tried tuning this up so that it's a regularly tuned guitar, and they don't like it. I actually like if they had a baritone, but not a baritone bass. That would be too much of a bass for me. And they're only 4 strings, so. Anyway, in the C box with fret 0, the open is fret 0, we use all the open strings, so there's no problem. Now in the pentatonic, you might have a little more fun with that. That's probably like an A minor. So it's a little more fun to bounce off those open strings. This is why I respect the open strings, and we have to try and accommodate whatever system we're using with the bar chords with the open strings. And I have 2 ways to do it. Remember, there's 3 ways of playing the open strings. Okay, one way we're trying to do right now, and that is use every single open string. All right, but there's another way, and that is over on this side, to use the long pattern that will land us in the next cage up. There's even a 4th way to play chords that are have shapes that are kind of a half position. They're kind of a half position down here, and that is just to play the position 1 caged member up from it. So you got E goes to D encaged, it would be up here. So if you're going like this and you want to start doing some pentatonic, just play a pentatonic D scale. Okay. There's another way, and that is to play the long pattern. Now that was an E, so we're down on the E here. I got the E here, I forgot to put that E even. So it says here, do half an S3XL, do a full S4L right there, and that's what it is. So we're going to do the top half of an S3XL. What's an S3XL? Right here. So see these guys right here? Okay, we got the S3XL here, and we got in red, sorry about the red on red, S4L. What we're looking at here is the S3XL here and the S4L here. They're patterns. These are P4 patterns. They have to be adjusted for the tuning warp. So for that E, that's what we're going to be playing, just the top part of this one, and then the whole S4L. So that's 2 strings plus 4 strings is 6 strings. So this is the E pattern that we're going to be playing. Okay, we're doing the E. We're going to kind of zoom in on it. We're not going to be playing this pattern, so don't worry about the notes that are there anyway. So we're going to just start that S3XL E pattern. Remember, the E's right here. The E's right here already. Now the reason why it's down there is because that's from the barred pattern, and those are the notes we can't get. Okay, so here we go. One more time. We got S3XL, and then S4L,